Artificial intelligence is already designing and shaping our future.
Turn left onto 8th Avenue.
But now there's a whole new frontier, and we've come to the United States to investigate.
I am shocked at how quickly we went from filters to creating people that don't exist.
This is Wolf News.
These are the thrilling tools of generative AI.
Oh, wow.
Say hello.
It's a life-size me.
A supercharged model of machine learning.
Are you afraid of death?
Yes, I'm afraid to die.
We've come to California, the global centre of big tech. Startups are flooding the market with new products every week. Apps that are revolutionising the way we work, create, and even grieve. In Los Angeles, a company called StoryFile is allowing people to preserve their image and voice for when they're no longer alive.
Hello, I'm Grace.
I'm Heather from StoryFile. Welcome.
Thanks so much.
In other words, letting us speak with the dead.
Okay, here's the studio
Wow,
where all the magic happens.
it's a lot of cameras.
It is a lot of cameras, and it's a lot of depth sensors as well,
Why do you need so many cameras?
just to capture every single angle. So it's capturing as much data as one can capture of an individual. And then the concept is that at some point, you can use all of that data to rebuild you in another environment.
Heather Mayo Smith is one of the company's founders.
How do you describe what StoryFile is, what you guys are doing here?
So at StoryFile, we create what we call conversational video AI in interactions. And it's basically, think about it as video that talks back to you. So I can have a conversation with you now, even if you're back home in Australia, and I can have a conversation with you anytime, anywhere, 24/7. I can talk to you, ask you questions, get to know you. Or even 50 to 100 years later, your great-great-grandchildren will be able to talk to you and get to know you. In addition to that, you have a...
Heather tells me it's a bit like creating an AI memoir for when you die.
Grace, you want to give it a go?
Sure.
We'll do a StoryFile of you.
what is the process here?
So just stand in the middle, pretty much under that mic if you'd like.
Okay. So I should introduce myself.
It's a 3-second countdown.
Okay, yeah. Hello.
Great. Okay.
The process involves answering dozens of questions about yourself and your story.
Tell the worst year of your life.
I think the worst year of my life.
Generative AI is used to personalise follow-up prompts to the answers you record.
Okay.
Oh,
Say
wow.
hello.
It's a life-size me.
Yeah.
Once the story file is created, AI is used to find the most appropriate response to any question that's asked.
So if I ask myself something that I didn't answer before, what will happen?
Ask who won the last Dodger game.
Okay. Who won the latest Dodgers game?
I don't have an answer to that right now. Maybe you'd like to ask me something else.
Okay, so...
Even though StoryFile could use AI to invent entirely new material that was never recorded, it's refusing to cross that line.
Why is that important to you, that you don't use the technology to create new answers?
Would you want your grandmother to answer something that an algorithm thinks that she would say?
Oh, I wouldn't.
So that's why we do what we do. They're real people, and they're spending the time to capture their story. Why would we mess with that?
Some families have started using the avatars at funerals. 92-year-old actor William Shatner has even done one. I interacted with his recording.
Why did you decide to do this recording?
The reason I'm doing this is complex. I have a fervent interest in the future, what's going to happen, and especially as you get older and you know the time left on Earth is very short, what's going to happen the day after I die?
Are you afraid of death?
Yes, I'm afraid to die. I'm trying to get philosophical about it, like everybody dies.
Do you think that makes people feel a bit uncomfortable sometimes, thinking of preserving someone past their death?
We've gotten questions about family, and what are you doing to the grieving process, for example. And what I always say is, we don't know. I'm not worried about the grieving process at all. You can you can talk to your relatives or you can't, you don't have to.